Fuck. Alright. We're gonna try this again. Hope it works. Terrible mistake with Pack XO. Let's see here. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. We'll get there, guys. Brace, brace, brace. Start flight. This would be a 777-200 for this thing, as far as it's concerned. That's good. High equipped in-flight entertainment. Start.
Main clearance delivery Pathfinder 227 Heavy ISR to Kilo Bravo Foxtrot ready to call.
Shut up.
Pathfinder 227 Heavy is cleared to Kilo Bravo Foxtrot Airport as filed. Take off runway 3 for left climb and maintain 5,000 feet. Departure frequency is 128.5 squawk 1632.
Yeah, Weiser, it's packed up. My boom mic, and I'm too lazy to pull it out.
Pathfinder 227 Heavy cleared to Kilo Bravo Foxtrot Airport as filed. Take off runway 34 left climb and maintain 5,000 feet. Departure on 128.5 squawk 1632.
Pathfinder 227 Heavy readback is correct. Contact ground on 121 decimal.
That, close that. All right. Beacon should not be on. That's weird. I believe it is on Game Pass, yeah. I'm pretty sure. Switch this over to 2-engine jet. Good. That's good. That's set. That's set. That's set. Weird. So I'm just waiting for on air to finish loading, and then and go ahead and go through startup. Unfortunately, it takes a hot minute to load cargo, which is really frustrating. How long we have? Still 15 minutes on cargo. And expected departure is 15 minutes, so should line up mostly, hopefully. I'm gonna restart this again really quick. It looks like OBS is really not enjoying this.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. This is your flight attendant speaking. At this time, please be sure to make sure all large carry-on items are in the overhead bins and your small items are underneath the seat in front of you. If you have any trouble or need any assistance, please don't hesitate to let a flight attendant know and we would be happy to help you. After you put your carry-on items in the overhead bin and it is full, make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Also be sure that the aisle is clear and sit down so that way other passengers can get by you. If you are seated in an emergency exit row, please review the exit seating responsibilities in the safety card provided for you. Please make sure that you are able and willing to perform these actions. If you're not, please let a flight attendant know so that way you can be reseated. Now's the time to get out any last-minute text messages if you need to, but we ask that once we depart from the gate, you put away any laptops or tablets. Thank you, and welcome aboard.
Uh, 12 minutes, roughly. Yeah, I just don't know why the fuck this thing is having issues with streaming this. to 5,000. Weird. I want to go for 245. $11 on expected departure and 11.9 minutes on loading status, so we're gonna be late. Rip. It's fine. Right. Fuck 'em. Oh, now we go left real quick. Yeah, the internet situation will definitely be a lot better once we move. I mean, it's a lot faster than what we used to have.
We're on your time now.
Oh, fuck, they're already boarded. Sorry,
Good
ladies and
evening,
gentlemen.
ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 227 with service to Nebraska. Our flight time will be roughly 2 hours and 4 minutes. Please note the cabin door is now closed. We ask that you make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your larger devices are now shut down and stowed. If you have not already, please fasten your seatbelt and verify it is low and tight across your lap. Your tray tables and seatbacks must be in the full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare doors for departure, cross-check, verify straps, and stand by for all call.
So the problem kind of with streaming here is that everybody here is pretty much a gamer except for her mom. So the internet is just constantly getting used by like everyone. So it's a little bit clogged up for streaming. When we move, it'll basically just be me during the time frames that I normally stream. Let's see here, 10:37. We have 7 minutes left, but it should be a lot more reliable, hopefully, once I move. Start technically. Yeah, that's unfortunately just kind of a symptom of this headset. The mic isn't great. on, APU start. Fuel pumps. Check. Beacon on. Check. Starting engines. We're going to go ahead and hold until we start doing pushback. But we're ready to go. And we have 5 minutes left on boarding. Our expected departure, and I believe probably roughly 6 minutes until cargo is finished. Check. Hey Archer, how's it going, man?
Paint ground, Pathfinder 227 Heavy with Quebec ready to taxi IFR. Pathfinder 227 Heavy taxi to and hold short of runway 34 left via taxiway Alpha 7 Delta Juliet Hotel Alpha 7 Alpha Alpha 10. Contact tower on 120.2 when ready.
Yeah, I haven't really been around a whole lot.
Paint
Oh,
ground,
goddammit.
didn't copy, please say again for Pathfinder 227 Heavy. Pathfinder 227 Heavy taxi to and hold short of runway 34 left via taxiway Alpha 7 Delta Juliet Hotel Alpha 7 Alpha Alpha 10. Contact tower on 120.2 when ready. Taxi to and hold short runway 34 left via taxiway Alpha 7 Delta Juliet Hotel Alpha 7 Alpha Alpha 10 Pathfinder 227 Heavy.
Okay. To answer questions in order, Screwball, yeah. I do still drink that. I just haven't been drinking as much lately, but yeah, I definitely still enjoy that spirit. And am I gonna watch the Citizen Con if that's what you're talking? Probably not. And why is it so dark? Because it is 10:40 in the afternoon on the East Coast, and that would make it 8:40, 9:40 on the West, or not 8:40. Holy fuck, 7:40 on the West. And I believe we are in Washington. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna watch Citizen Con. There's really not a reason to, you know. Ground services request
Paint
pushback.
ground, Pathfinder 227 Heavy requesting pushback. Pathfinder 227 Heavy pushback request accepted.
Do the thing. Just because I'm starting up at the hangar, so, or terminal. Thrust level it. The leveler. Thrust levers are at idle. Bum, 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 bum. Oh shit! I should probably watch this real quick. Please.
Paint ground Pathfinder 227 Heavy requesting pushback tug to steer the aircraft
Ladies and
to the
gentlemen,
left.
please direct your attention to the flight attendant's first safety demonstration.
Ah, God damn it.
When the
Everything.
seatbelt light is fastened, please make sure that your seatbelts are fastened low and tight
Paint
across
ground
your lap.
Pathfinder
To fasten,
227
insert the
Heavy
metal
requesting
fittings into one
pushback
another
tug
and
to
tighten
steer
by
the
pulling on the
aircraft
loose
to
end
the
of the
right.
strap. To release the seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. We suggest that you keep the seatbelt fastened throughout the entire flight as we may experience unexpected turbulence. Please take a few moments to now locate one of the several emergency exits on this aircraft. In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. In case of an emergency and we need to evacuate the aircraft, there is lighting on the floor that will guide you towards the exit.
Paint ground
In the
Pathfinder
event that the
227
cabin
Heavy
loses pressure,
requesting
an
the end of
oxygen mask will
pushback.
drop right in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth and secure the elastic band behind your head. Tighten the straps if necessary and breathe normally. Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask. If you are traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance, secure your mask first and then assist others. Keep your mask on until a member of the crew advises you it's safe to remove it. In the unlikely event of a water landing, a life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests.
Move
When
us past out
instructed
at
to
the
do so,
moment.
open the plastic pouch and remove the vest. Flip it over your head. Wrap the straps around your waist and buckle at the front. Pull the strap to tighten. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If it doesn't inflate automatically, you may blow into the mouthpiece for manual inflation. This vest is equipped with a whistle and a light. If you need to, your seat cushion can be used as a secondary flotation device. Please make sure to exit the aircraft as soon as possible and leave your belongings. Once again, all devices must be in airplane mode and your larger devices must be turned off and stowed at this time. Please securely stow your personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the lavatories is prohibited by law. All of this information and more can be found in the safety card located in the seat back in front of you. We suggest reading this and let us know if you have any questions. Thank you for flying with us, and we hope you enjoy your flight.
Right side. No, it is a 7, or it's a 777 box. It's a Boeing 777 freight. I just, man, I keep trying to get into the Airbus, and I can't do it. It feels so weird to try to learn how to fly the Airbus at this point. I mean, it's not that it's difficult, right? And like technically the Airbus probably is the most like fly itself plane that you could go with, but it's just so the avionics are so different than Boeing that I just don't want to relearn how to fucking program everything and how to fucking plug everything in again, if that makes sense. Oh man, I don't think I... Okay, that's plugged in. It's plugged in. Good. Indeed. So it's just kind of more like a matter of me being lazy because I know what I'm doing with this and with Airbus, especially like I don't know, Boeing feels really easy to navigate all this shit, and then Airbus kind of doesn't because there's so many weird keys and shit to me. Like it's just really easy to do this one. So we are good. Off.
Please note the cabin lights will be dimmed for departure and landing. If you require additional lighting, there is a reading light on the panel above you.
Right, of course, Darsher, of course. Starting to think I'm in like a really bad spot for this fucking plane. Yeah. A little bit. Nice taxi instructions there, APC. That's the route you wanted to give me? Holy shit. Yeah, that's gonna fucking never happen. Yeah, right? Holy fuck, dude. Yeah, would fucking blow it across the fucking field too. No biggie. Holy shit. Fucking Brainiac gave me these fucking taxi instructions. Yeah, you just slide that fucking 777 down there. No big deal. Yeah, we're gonna go back out to the actual runway. The main fucking taxiway. What the fuck, dude? Pull up Navigraph real quick. Bum, 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 bum. They were sorted now. That's good. That's good. Oh man, what a great start, you know? Yeah, we've both been playing New World. Unfortunately, he's on a high pop server, so we're not on the same server because I wasn't about to fucking deal with the queue time to get in. So right now he's waiting for them to open up server transfers, and then we're gonna figure out where we want to actually go once those are available. So he's been playing it, but we're on separate servers. Starting to wonder fucking about the runway they gave me for departure too.
Main Tower Pathfinder 227 Heavy ready for departure runway tree 4 left IFR to Kilo Bravo Foxtrot.
I mean, that's what I
Foxtrot.
said, but evidently he wasn't about it.
227 Heavy QNH tree 0.06 wind tree 1 tree at 7. Cleared for takeoff runway tree 4 left.
Cleared for takeoff runway tree 4 left Pathfinder 227
That
Heavy.
and give the co-pilot comms. Good. Yeah, I don't know, cause like I started I guess 2 days later, and like yeah, he was like I think 23 at the time, but like I mean you can get to level 23 pretty quick. Did say clear for takeoff, right? Oh no. Hold up, hold up. Short. Start tracking. Almost fucked that up.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
Right. YOLO! Done that earlier, but oopsies. No biggie.
Airborne time logged.
Pathfinder 227 Heavy contact Seattle Center on 128.5. Good day. 128.5 Pathfinder 227 Heavy. Seattle Center Pathfinder 227 Heavy is passing 2,200 feet, climbing 5,000 feet. Pathfinder 227 Heavy Seattle Center QNH 30.06 continue to FLAK as planned. Pathfinder 227 Heavy climb and maintain 6,000 feet. Climb and maintain 6,000 feet Pathfinder 227 Heavy. Skywest 3650
Yeah, it's freight.
contact Seattle approach on 126.5.
I'm flying freight and on air, so it's a freight in sim, but for passenger
Going to 126.
for the passenger app, it's a 777-200 instead of a 777 box. They're basically the same main body. It's just the interior of the boxes for cargo.
Pathfinder 227 Heavy climb and maintain 17,000 feet.
Big boy climb.
Climb and
Finally.
maintain 17,000 feet Pathfinder 227 Heavy.
Do it.
Seattle Center Alaska tree is at 17,200 feet, descending 6,000 feet.
Alaska tree Seattle Center QNH tree 0.06 continue to YD as planned.
Hey, there's limited passenger seating in the Fox. Remember how much, but let's see. Can I go through? Ah. Laboratory. No. Nope. Nope. Oh. There we go. There we go. Yeah, there's 4 seats. They deserve their flight attendant. Unfortunately, I don't think it loads cargo. Yeah.
United 326 contact Seattle approach on 120.1.
Would have been cool if it did.
0.1 United Tree 26. Seattle Center Horizon Air 2301 is passing 11,200 feet, descending 10,000 feet. Horizon Air 2301 Seattle Center QNH 30.06 continue to WAGD as planned. SkyWest Trade 00 contact Seattle departure on 120.1. Good day. Seattle Center Delta Tree 39er is passing 17,000
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000 feet, so you may turn on larger portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder to please keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the duration of the
So
flight
this
and
give
do
you a
not
true
form a line near
transport?
the
Yeah,
lavatory.
totally.
This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to connect to the Wi-Fi, you'll be directed to a page to pay a small fee for internet access. We do offer complimentary in-flight TV thanks to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi and you'll be able to access our wide range of free live TV and paid movies library.
Going to 120.1 SkyWest Tree 800.
Generic
The
46.
flight
How's it
crew
going,
will turn off
Bucket?
the fasten seatbelt sign. You can now get up and move about the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when seated in case of unexpected turbulence.
Going to 125.9 Alaska 79er tree.
Good.
Generic 1 Echo Romeo, please expedite your descent 3,200 feet. Horizon Air 2301 contact Seattle approach on 125.9er. Good day.
Give him that shit a little bit.
Pathfinder 227 heavy traffic is 1 o'clock 3 miles at 14,600 feet. Report them in sight.
Traffic in sight.
Pathfinder 227 Heavy, have the insight.
125.9er Horizon Air 2301. Pathfinder 227 heavy contact Seattle Center on 120.3. Good day. Seattle Center Delta Tree 18 is at flight level 180 descending 6,000 feet. Delta Tree 18 Seattle Center continue to WAGD as planned.
Going to 120.3 Pathfinder 227 Heavy.
Generic 1 Echo Romeo, please expedite your descent 3,200 feet.
It's a risky click. There we go. I basically told you to fuck off. I don't know about all that. I just don't see a point, you know?
Climb and maintain flight level 290 Pathfinder 227 Heavy.
I would say yes, but the thing is, like, I know I'm just gonna be irritated by everything they say because it's gonna be all lies. And I don't think I care about Star Citizen enough to sit through fucking, what is it, 9, 12 hours of them basically just sucking each other's dicks over minimal achievement and false empty promises again. Like, I just don't care, you know? Let's leave that alone for right now. I guess it depends. We'll see, man. We'll see as it gets closer. If I have shit going on in real life, then absolutely not. I'm not like if I need to be doing stuff around the new house and stuff like that, then I'm 100% not going to waste my time with it. Too much nighttime. Bring back the day. Praise the sun. Yeah, I feel like it's one of those things where, like, if I didn't have anything going on, like, I don't have the kids, I don't have to be worrying about getting Heather off to work and stuff like that, then maybe we'll see. I haven't looked at my schedule to see how it lines up with CitizenCon and shit. So that's a major kind of like unknown for me at the moment. See here, what day is CitizenCon? I don't know if I've gotten an email for it yet or not. Yeah, let me know. I'm trying to like look over my fucking shit right now to see like what my schedule is.
132.6 Pathfinder 227 Heavy. Seattle Center Pathfinder 227 Heavy is at flight level 255, climbing flight level 290.
Oh, yay. ATC's broke again. That's fun. Wait, CitizenCon is tomorrow? Oh, yeah, definitely not then. I'm gonna have my kids and I literally have to drive an hour to pick up my kids now, so there's no way. I'll be out pretty much all day. I thought it was later in October. Yeah, I have to drive like literally an hour there, grab them, an hour back here, and then by the time I get back here, I basically need to start dinner for Heather because then she goes to work. There's no way schedule-wise that I could work hosting CitizenCon. Even if I started, I would have to be sober. So because I would have to obviously go and get my kids, and I'm not gonna go drive an hour drunk. So yeah, there's no way. Yeah, after, but like after for me would be like 6 p.m. my time. I don't even know. Hold on. Let me pull up the site real quick. Ugh. RSI. Oh, please shut up. Oh no, this is like 2 days from now. So it's not tomorrow. Was it Saturday? Oh, it's Saturday. I could do Saturday. 11 a.m. That's doable. Hmm. And I don't think Heather works Saturday either. I think tomorrow's her last day for the week. So maybe. Yeah, October 9th at 11 a.m. my time. Yeah, we'll see. I'd have to go buy another bottle. There's no way I'm going through that sober. Let's see. Bump, ba-dum. Let's see here. Schedule a stream. Da, 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 da. Let's see. October 9th at 8 a.m. Meow, meow. Ugh. Alright, there. I hope you're fucking happy, man. See, that's listed. Yep. Alright. There we go. Gucci gang. Oh, hope you're happy, Archer. Fucking dragging me back into that cancer fest. You fuck. Doo 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 doo. I feel like I'm not welcome. You're saying that like you did me a favor. 290 or no? Oh, I need to center that. I'm smart. Smart, smart, smart. Heather's gonna be pissed.
Climb and maintain flight level tree. 70 Pathfinder 227 Heavy.
7-0. Actually, I think we're gonna stop at 3-5. Ah, fuck it. We'll go to 3-7. That's what we flight plan. Why you gonna blame me? You're the one that fucking dragged both of us into this fucking cancer. If it's anybody's fault, it's yours. Oh my god, I'm retarded and shut the APU off. Smart, smart, smart. Didn't do the checklist. Yup. Meow, meow, meow. Big brain. And that's what happens when you don't fucking fly for a while and think you know what you're doing. You get cocky and fuck it all up. Alright, let's get up to 3-7 and then we can fucking smash the gas on this fucking thing.
In a few moments, we'll be starting our in-flight service. We will be serving complimentary drinks and snacks. Please look in your seat back for our list of complimentary and premium drinks. Premium drinks are available for a small charge. If you wish to make an additional purchase, please note that we only accept credit cards.
Heather gave me the okay, so I guess it's official. Yeah, like I said, hold on, let me see if I can do this or not. display capture on, turn that off. Okay, so so I'm running a program called PackX, and essentially it's like an add-on program that you can use with any simulator. It doesn't have to be just Microsoft Flight Sim, but because it doesn't do cargo and it only has passenger flight stuff. Like normally I'm flying passenger stuff, but um, I had a cargo plane I need to get back across the U.S., so I'm doing a cargo mission really quick so I can get it across and then put it in the hangar. But anyway, so this program lets you simulate passengers. And the closest thing to the 777F is the 777-200. Um, so it's the program thinks I'm flying a 7-200. Yeah, they weren't very happy that I took off late. And we are hitting 37.
Going to 119er, decimal 225 Pathfinder, 227 Heavy. Seattle Center, Pathfinder, 227 Heavy, flight level 370.
I mean, shouldn't you be happy that somebody takes care of your Amazon package that well? I know I would want my boxes taken care of like that. Darkness. That's true. I can't help what the ground people do, okay? All I can promise is that, I take care of your graphics card box. If it gets ruined by the delivery guy, then that's beyond my control. Dome, 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 dome. There you go. Get some light in here. Yeah, right. Yeah, I sure as fuck would not want to ship anything valuable. That's for sure. Not until that shit's not fucking rare, like unicorn rare anymore. Yeah. Yeah, man. I get super nervous shipping anything of value through the mail. Like, I was gonna get my dad to sell Moose Speed his 3070. Or no, 3080? I think it was a 3080. Um, and Moose Speed wasn't about it for, like, fitting it in his tower. But after I, like, offered it, I'm sitting there thinking, like, man, that's probably Probably a good thing he said no, because I don't know if I would have trusted shipping that. Well, the thing is, I was gonna replace my dad's 3070 with a 2070. Like, I was gonna give him a 2070 and then essentially let MoveSpeed buy the difference from him. Because my dad's never gonna use a 3080. Like, he plays EverQuest with his fucking new computer. Gotta have a 3080 for that, right? For that super intense EverQuestness. The fucking, like, what, 25-year-old fucking game at this point? Something around there? Yeah, dude, EverQuest 1. Not EverQuest 2, EverQuest 1. So, yeah, that 3080 is definitely just wasting away. So, yeah, I was trying to fucking basically get him to give it up, because MoveSpeed would actually use it. Yeah, man, trust me. I'm as irritated about it as you are. I don't even think he'd need that. He could be running a 700 series and be totally fine. Yeah, 100%. You could probably play it with integrated graphics. I don't even think you'd need a dedicated card.
Heavy flight level 370.
Expected arrival is 1 hour 23 minutes. We're almost there, guys. Man, I'm really curious if the reason I keep dropping frames is either because Microsoft Flight Sim streams in the terrain data and OBS is just fucking garbage lately for me, or if it's because I'm playing Microsoft Flight Sim at 8K and it's like too much to stream on OBS. It's really bothering me, like, seeing how many frames this thing is dropping. No, for sure. I mean, to be fair, he didn't buy the 3080 as like a standalone thing. He bought a new computer, and it just happened to have the 3080 in it. But that's all I was trying to fucking get him to switch, because I know he's never going to use it. I mean, I could try downsizing it, or downscaling. Let's see here. It's not like it needs to look pretty at night anyways. Let's see if that improves or not. Hopefully it does. So you can't play Star Citizen with it? How will you cope? Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna brush my teeth really quick and then put in my dentures. Well, I mean, you'll probably get a good couple hours worth of me saying bad stuff about Star Citizen Saturday, um, since fuckboy Archer convinced me to cover Citizen Con. So just set your alarm for what, 1 day and 11 hours. And I'm sure you'll get a whole bunch out of me for that. I know I'm gonna regret it, but oh well. Gotta give the archer what the archer wants, right? Oh, there's no way Move will watch it. There's no way. Move would never waste fucking. I don't even think he'd watch it for like an hour, honestly. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I really doubt it. I don't think it's gonna happen, man. You can try, but I'm pretty sure there's no way in hell. Preparing for CitizenCon is gonna be literally like a fifth of fucking whiskey. There's no way I can watch that shit sober. I would fucking want to kill myself. I'm sure I'm gonna want to kill myself anyways. There's no way. It's literally gonna be an entire day of them promising shit that they know they can't deliver. It's gonna be fucking rage-inducing. I think that like that's the shit that really irritates me is I know they're gonna fucking try to reassure people with bullshit promises of stuff that's totally right around the corner, just like it was the year before and the year before and the year before and the year before. Yeah, and Tony, dude. Oh god, I'm pretty sure I will skip his talks. I don't think I can handle another Tony talk. I'm really not in the mood to hear somebody blow smoke up my ass. Right, and you know that's the thing too, right? It's like if they do show anything, it's gonna be faked, just like all their shit is always fucking faked. It leaves you feeling like, okay, cool. I don't fucking care. Yeah, I mean, it's always like fucking sell this, sell that, fucking push the dream, you know? And it's like, you just reach a point where you're done with it. And I feel like that's where I'm at. Like, I just don't care anymore. But then I get dudes like fucking Archer who are like, come on, cover it. And I can't imagine it's really that entertaining to listen to me fucking rage over it. But I say that and then literally, like, all night, people are like, come on, FTR, rant, rant. So maybe it is. Well, that sounds about right.
Going to 133 decimal 4 Pathfinder 227 Heavy.
We might actually make our
Salt
expected
Lake
arrival.
Center Pathfinder 227 Heavy flight level 370.
Yeah, I guess. I just, you know, it is what it is, I guess. Oh, man, I can't remember what fixes fucking this light on my console. That fixed it. Yep. What else do we have? Error, low pressure. Fuck, I don't remember what fixes that one. Nice. I don't remember. Okay. Yeah, man. I was really hoping Elite was gonna fucking not do an Elite and actually give Star Citizen a reason to get their shit in order. And man, did Frontier fucking fall on their face with that. So I guess never mind. So fucking frustrating, man. It is so depressing. But, you know, what are you gonna do? You know, I don't know. I don't. I feel like I've just kind of given up on that genre altogether at this point. Um, like I would love to have a cool sci-fi game at this point, but like holy shit, it just feels hopeless. I think the closest thing that I've kind of like been looking at a little bit is kind of like a No Man's Sky Mountain Blade in space type deal. But it's like super super early in its development and just like nowhere near ready to be like showcased, unfortunately. I think the X series is really good. My issue is Man, I would legit suck a dick to get X series to just have fucking co-op. I don't even need like I don't need it to be an MMO. I don't need it to be like, Battlefield fucking 120 people servers. Like literally just like 1 to 2 people. I would be so fucking happy. Like the potential in X series is there. I have issues with like how some of their keybinds are, but it's not terrible. I think my issue with Star Sector is like I don't want a voxel build. Like as soon as I see a game is voxel, I'm like, nope. Like my brain immediately bounces. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a struggle because like a lot of like space games that kind of have what I'm looking for end up kind of being like Space Engineer, Star Sector, um, Dual Universe, like all that shit where like you have to literally design and build every element, and I don't want to dick with that shit. And like I know that you can like download people's blueprints or whatever and stuff like that, but like I feel like when you go that route where like people basically build whatever you want to build, um, shit ends up looking kind of ugly. Like I'm kind of like a graphics snob, and I don't know if like Star Citizen's partly to blame for that in terms of like I compare anything sci-fi to like how Star Citizen looked, but I'm definitely kind of like an elitist when it comes to visuals. I don't remember what the deal was with Star Sector. I think like it just reminded me of Space Engineers too much, so I never really like tracked it much.
119.75 Pathfinder 227 Heavy. Salt Lake Center Pathfinder 227 Heavy Flight Level 370.
Oh, Star Sector. I'm thinking of Star Base, I think is what it's called, not Star Sector. I think there's a couple people in Discord that play Star Sector. I know what game you're talking about now.
Salt Lake Center Pathfinder 227 Heavy Flight
Ugh.
Level 370.
Yeah, I think the game that I was thinking when you said Star Sector was Star Base is what it's called. But yeah, once you said 2D, I was like, oh, it's that game. Yeah. Moose Speed played that quite a bit, actually, I think. when he was waiting to get a new graphics card. He was playing a shitload of Star Sector. Yeah, yep, that's the one. Um, that's the one I was thinking of. Yeah, I'll for sure probably get copyright claim for this, but whatever. So this is the game that I've been kind of watching. Um, it's really really early, and don't take the trailer as like what the game is like right now because it's not there yet. But I think like there's definitely a lot of potential, and from what I've seen, the devs are really really active. But you got to keep in mind this is kind of like it's like Mountain Blade in space, but without the Mountain Blade studio behind it, right? Like in terms of like size and shit. So pop that and let's get me fucking copyright claimed.
Commander, we're ready.
We will resist till the end. We will defend our nation. We will fight for the homes of our people. We will engage those who wish us harm. We will battle on solid ground and among the stars. We will confront them on the mountains of Io. We will repel them in the craters of Eris. We will never capitulate. And even if the bulk of this star system were conquered and in ruins, we will persevere until our fledgling nation grows into its full might and peace is returned to humanity and its allies.
So it's really really like it's really fucking like early access and or early stages of development still. Um, but I feel like that could be one to keep an eye on. Kind of, I feel like it's kind of in the same vein as Infinity Battlescape. Like right now, um, it's it's really bare bones at the moment, but I feel like that they kind of like are getting the foundation in there pretty decently. So it's just kind of one of those things to see what happens with it. And I haven't played the demo through Steam, so I don't know where the Steam demo is compared to like the backer client, like how comparable they are. Yeah, I'm not sure what I don't even know what Infinity's launch price was because I backed it like fucking really fucking early on when when the ships didn't even have like textures on them. Like they were just kind of like almost gray boxed. And everything was just a fucking bare bones state. So I don't even know. Like my issue with Infinity is it's just really fucking hard to want to play Infinity because it's strictly combat, or at least as far as I'm aware, it's still strictly combat. And Star Citizen just fucking wore that out of me. Like, oh god, how long was I playing Star Citizen when I finally fucking kind of walked off? I want to say at least 7 or 8 years of just non-stop space combat, right? Like that's all we fucking had, and it's like, I just don't care anymore. I'm over it. Like the flying and shit was great in Infinity. I loved it because it was like old school twitchy Star Citizen dogfighting. But I'm bored of it. Like I want to do other shit now. Yeah, I think I've heard people compare it to Planetfall. There's actually another game being made by the people who made Planetfall. Um, oh god, what is it called? Oh, it's like NVB or Ember. Come on. I think it's Ember, right? EMEADR. The problem I have with that game though is like, so my issues with Ember is that it's, for one, like so fucking early access still. Kind of same deal, right? I mean, granted it looks really pretty on Unreal 5, but like, let's see, I don't even know if I can watch any of these because they're like actual other content creator videos, and I don't want to get fucking fucked over for it. They don't fucking maintain their YouTube because the creator only fucking streams on Twitch for some reason. Um, oh, man, that's really annoying. Yeah, I don't want to click somebody else's video. Oh god, their shit is just fucking kind of cancer. Close that, turn that. Boop, boop, boop.
Gameplay build of Ember is now available for download. The movement demo features our medium omniframe running, jetpacking, and gliding. This is a huge update for us, as this is the first time you can pilot the omniframe. Fans and backers were thrilled with the fast-paced and fluid movement, switching between running and jetting and dropping glider pads for those Firefall memories. Backers can download this now at my.ember.com. That's spelled EM8ER. And subscribers now have access to the previous terrain build. For more video, be sure to watch our Twitch channel, which streams every Thursday. The link is in the description. We've released 2 builds in the past month, starting with our tropical themed terrain build earlier this month and culminating in the movement demo. This is a record for the Ember team and a sign that things are heating up as we get closer to Kickstarter. Expect new builds of the game at a much faster pace, just weeks apart. If you'd like to help us make the Kickstarter even better, be sure to consider subscribing or becoming a backer by visiting our website at ember.com. We've come a long way since fans first followed us. We've come a long way since fans first backer by visiting our website at ember.com.
My issue with this game, like I've heard really good things about Firefall or whatever. Like a lot of people, I guess, who played it really liked it and were really sad that like it just kind of died out and never happened, or never really like found its footing or whatever. And the creator of this is also like a previous like original like WoW dev or whatever. But my issue is one, he plays Star Citizen and he's a fan of Star Citizen, and he is trying very hard to clone the Star Citizen FOMO like sell promises concept model. And to me, like, it's very concerning that he's basically just trying to emulate them for his own project or whatever. And the other issue I have with it is that this is 2 years old, and really they haven't made much progress with this at all still. Um, so as cool as like the concept for this game was really cool. Like their like I guess like mission statement for what they want to do with the game is really cool, but it doesn't seem to be going anywhere. And instead, he's like FOMO sailing like waifu skins and shit like that, and just everything he's doing kind of has me going, I feel like I've been here before. Yeah, Elite in VR is amazing. Like, I can't think of any other game out currently that you can throw on a headset and just be fucking kind of like awed. As much as I don't like Elite, and as much as like I feel like the grind shit is dumb, the fucking the engineering especially is just a huge turn off. It makes me never want to play an open because engineering is just such a massive fucking gap of like the haves and the have-nots that like I will never play an open because you're literally signing up for an unfair fight. And to me, if you're gonna do PvP, then why do it where like you're automatically handicapped? But man, every time I pull out the headset and hook it up and like start up Elite, I'm like, God, this is fucking pretty. Alright, that's 160 out. So within 600, probably about 450 out. I don't even, like, for me personally, and maybe it's because I came up on Star Citizen and didn't back Elite until, way into Star Citizen's lifespan, right? Like, already basically 3.0, so 2017. I don't remember if it was the beginning of 2017. I think it was. I don't remember. I'd have to look at the timelines again. It's all been kind of spinning its wheels for so long, it's so hard to remember when 3.0 dropped, if it was the beginning of 2017 or the very end of 2017. But either way, I think it was the beginning. But like by the time I switched over to Elite, I was very accustomed to the way Star Citizen flew, and like Elite's flight model just doesn't feel fun to me. I mean, like, I'm not saying it's bad, because I know there's a lot of people who love Elite's flight model, and I can get it. It's just not for me, right? I don't see that as a problem. The same way people are like, oh, I hated Star Citizen's twitchy FPS in space flight model. Okay, well, can't please everybody, I guess, right? But I think, like, the galaxy in Elite, though, is just super fucking cool. Like, there's tons of fucking really pretty fucking backdrops and places to go and all that. And even though, they're all kind of more or less the same consistency, I guess. Like, there's enough going on in Elite's solar systems that it looks fucking pretty. Like, man, it's fucking cool when you find a ringed fucking moon to land on and you can see the fucking twin stars off in the fucking distance, or a fucking a black hole out there, and it's just fucking so cool. And Star Citizen doesn't have anything like that. And I mean, you know, God help me for saying that, because even if Star Citizen added, like, you know, let's say in Pyro they've got some kind of singularity going off in the distance and all this other stuff, like, they would do it in some kind of cheesy way where, like, oh cool, look at this thing, but it doesn't actually apply to the game. Like Chris would do it in a way that it's just eye candy fluff, where at least in Elite Dangerous, like, if you see something, you go to it and, like, there's gravity that you can, like, anticipate and, like, get readouts on before you go into, like, planets, and, like, it the flight model's consistent in Elite, I guess would be one thing I would give Elite over Star Citizen. Like, you know what to expect, right? Like, you know when you're taking a Fed Corvette into a high gravity planet, you know how it's gonna fucking handle and how it's gonna go, and you can be like, oh, okay. And in Star Citizen, like, atmospheric flight still feels like a fucking arcade game. It doesn't ever feel like there's any weight. Like, instead of, like, actually making weight to ships, it just feels like they slow them down. They just retard flight to the point that, like, it's not even fun to fly anymore, instead of actually having, like, physics. Because they don't know how to fucking make a flight model. The guy who knew how fucking left, right? Like, they let him go. And now you just have two fucking monkeys playing with a fucking slider tool going, we're making a flight model. And it's like, okay, cool. That's a flight model, sure, buddy. I think, like, I think an Expanse game would have been really interesting, and I kind of hope that, like, the creators pursue that route, now that I feel like the Expanse is pretty big in terms of, like, sci-fi circles, right? Like, it's not an unknown name anymore, right? Like it was when they started the show, because originally, like, they wrote that world as an MMO, right? Like, they wanted to make a video game, and then instead it ended up being a book series turned into a TV show. So it would be really interesting to see if Amazon ends up killing it off at season 6 like they were planning on doing, if the creators are going to just kind of be like, well, we had a good run with Fame and being successful, and just keep writing books, or if they'll look at branching the Expanse universe out. I hope they branch it out, personally. I would love to see an Expanse video game. Like, that world is just so fucking cool that it feels like it's just such a shame to have it kind of die off. Oh man, that's a shame. Yeah, you know, it's weird. I keep hoping that they would have kind of backtracked on canceling it after
133.25 for Pathfinder 227 Heavy.
after killing off Cass
Salt
Anbar.
Lake Center Pathfinder 227 Heavy Flight Level 370.
So it's kind of a bummer that they're gonna be like, oh yeah, let's just let it die, because they once Amazon took over, they started blitzing through the fucking books, right? Like, instead of taking their time and, like, making a lot of episodes with the material that they had available, they just kind of, like, fucking, it felt like they were sprinting through the books as quick as they can. So it's a shame, because they definitely could have fucking stretched more material out of that. Like, what was it, season 4 that happened inside the ring, right? Man, there was so much cool shit going on in that book, and it just felt like they were like, rush it through, let's go. Yeah, it's just a shame. It feels like sci-fi was rushing it after, oh god, what book were they doing? Oh, I can't remember the name of the book anymore. But after season 2, it just felt like they were fucking trying to fly through it. Like I don't know if it was um like a contractual thing. Like they were like, well, this runs out, so let's just try and get as much closure as possible before we fucking killed another sci-fi show, because that's what we do over here at Sci-Fi. Um, but then when Amazon picked it up, it felt like they kind of did the same thing. Like they just kind of flew through so much book content. Yeah, exactly, Bill. Like it felt believable. Even though it was sci-fi, it felt totally believable, right? Like you could see like the reasonings for all the different factions feeling the way they did towards each other. And the world felt believable, right? Like even though, you know, it's sci-fi and like you have this make-believe kind of hand wave tech, like it felt grounded just enough in reality that you could suspend your disbelief and be like, yeah, okay, this could happen. Yeah, Epstein drive, sure. And, you know, the rest of it was fairly based in like at least the ballpark of real physics that you're like, yeah, okay. Yeah, I think the expansion was it was something special, and it's gonna be really sad that it's gonna be just kind of off. I mean, like you said though, originally, like it would be cool if they did a spin-off, because technically, like you could come, like the creators could come up with new characters to follow in that universe. It might not be as grand as like Holden and the Rocinante in terms of like story, but you could, they should easily be able to write something within that universe. I uh I hadn't read the books when it first came out, when the first season dropped. I literally only ended up watching The Expanse because Star Citizen was in such a shitty, like stagnant spot at that time. I think we were waiting for 3.0 still. Um, and I was like so starved for something sci-fi and like space, and The Expanse in a lot of ways kind of reminded me of Star Citizen from like
Pathfinder 227 Heavy has the traffic.
from their early like trailers and shit. So I ended up watching it, and after season one was over and we were waiting for season two, that's when I ended up starting to read the books. So like, I definitely didn't know anything about that universe when season one was airing, and it like I totally understand a lot of people who are like, oh, I'm not into this because like it's too slow. Like a lot of people I feel like tried to get into the Expanse after hearing, you know, people talk it up, and they watch that first season, and man, like the first 5 or 6 episodes are really fucking slow, and it's kind of like an info dump, which I mean, I feel like it's necessary, but I get why it's a huge turnoff for a lot of people. But man, if you can get past that, you know, the first 3/4 of season one, which, you know, I guess kind of doesn't make it great, you know, to say like, oh yeah, just fucking endure the first half of a show. But if you can get through to season one, like finale, by then if you don't like it, then it's just not for you. Oh, I agree, man. It's so much nicer when you can find a new addictive show and binge it. I mean, that's really the struggle, and it's so fucking frustrating too, because now all these streaming services are trying to like drip feed episode by episode of new shows, and like, fuck, man, that was like the one bearable thing is like they would do a whole fucking season drop, and you could just binge that shit all night long. I fucking hate how now everything, like The Boys, The Expanse, like everything is one episode at a time, and it's like, ugh, god damn it, man. Oh man, you're missing out, Grog, man. It's honestly pretty good. And the thing too, like for one, they set out intentionally to kind of like put in little differences between the books and the show, so that people who had already watched or people who had already read the books by the time the show went into production could still watch the show and like experience something different from the books. Um, but even still, like, uh, just because of the way that the studios ended up, it bouncing from sci-fi over to Amazon, and like it's a totally different like touch on it. Um, it's really cool to like see, like I ended up reading ahead of the show after season one, and it's really cool to see like how they interpret what I had interpreted in my mind when I read the books, if that makes sense. Like to see like what it looks like from like the creator's perspective. I haven't started on Foundation yet. I think I'm gonna wait until there's a little bit more to watch, because I feel like it's one of those shows that if I started it and then I'm getting drip fed, I'm gonna get frustrated and angry. And I'm also not motivated to give Apple a subscription fee to have them like slowly give me one episode at a time. I think MoveSpeed said they dropped like one or two or three episodes of Foundation, but like I'm not about to play these fucking streaming services games where like they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna drip feed them episodes to keep them subbed. Fuck you. I'll wait until they're fucking all out and then I'll sub and fucking watch it. The only one that gets a pass is Amazon Prime, because I fucking have Prime anyways for shipping. So like, fair enough, it annoys me and I hate them for doing it, but I'm not gonna change my Prime subscription because I still use Amazon Prime all the fucking time. But yeah, when any of these other platforms do this shit, whether it's Apple, Disney, Hulu, Netflix, like, nah, no. Like if Netflix started doing that shit where they were like, here's one episode at a time, I would be out. So help me God, Netflix. Give me one episode of The Witcher at a time and see how fast I cancel my sub. Mm-mm. Ted Lasso is great. Yeah, Ted Lasso is a huge underrated fucking underknown show. And I think like that Ted Lasso would be so much bigger if it wasn't on Apple TV. And now I'm the same way, man. I don't give a fuck about soccer or football, depending on where you are in the world. But that show's just so good, dude. It's so like, man, I don't even know how to describe Ted Lasso. Like, not necessarily heartwarming, but like grounding, maybe? Something like that? It is, dude. Yeah, inspiring is another great descriptor for it. Like, it's almost like a comedy, but it's also like a drama. Like there's so many serious moments where like, dude, I'm like, oh fuck, dude, poor guy. Like I fucking, some of those episodes in the first season, man, like I felt so bad for him. Like there were moments where I'm like, holy fuck, dude, that hits in the heart. But then it's also just so fucking funny, and like the dude is so like relentlessly optimistic and like caring and shit, and you're like, fuck, dude, I wish more people were like this guy. Holy fuck. I feel like a shitty person watching this show because I'm not half the dude Ted Lasso is. Yeah, Ted Lasso, it's off of Apple TV, but which is unfortunate. But it's such a fucking amazing show. Like it's a comedy, but God, it's fucking good. It's such a well done show. I need to watch that shit, because Moospeed is like obsessed with it, and he's already like all the way through on whatever is out for season 2, and he just constantly fucking asks me if I watched it yet. I'm like, not yet. I haven't subbed back yet. I'm waiting, because I wanted to wait for Foundation. Because there just wasn't anything besides Ted Lasso, Raven Quest, Yeah, Ted Lasso, Raven Quest, and Foundation on Apple. Those are the only things I had any interest in on Apple, and I'm not gonna pay a fucking sub for that. Not unless like I have episodes to watch, and at the time I didn't, so I canceled my Apple sub, and I'm just waiting to have more content to watch. No, same. I skipped it so long. Moospeed bugged me to watch Ted Lasso when it was in the first season so many times, and I was like, why do I want to watch a fucking soccer show? Like, I just don't care. Like, I'm just not interested in watching this. And then, like, eventually I ran out of shit. Like, there's only so much stuff on Apple TV that to me is worth watching, and they don't charge you more money to fucking buy and watch. So I was like, well, I guess I might as well watch this, like, because I'd watched pretty much everything else that, like on all of my other platforms that I normally watch. Like, I was out of shit to watch, so I was like, you know what, fuck it. If nothing else, it'll shut Moospeed up. So I watched it, and I was like, holy fuck, dude, this is such a good show. I ended up just binging the fuck out of it. I mean, Moospeed won't spoil the show for me because he knows I fucking hate him. Like, I hate spoilers. So, like, he won't do it. But he'll bug me nonstop to hurry up and watch it so he can talk about it. Which, to be fair, I do to him about shows too. Like, if I'm watching a show that I think is good and I'm like, dude, go watch this so I can fucking have somebody to talk about it with. He'll be like, oh yeah, I'll get to it when I'm done watching some really garbage. Oh god, what's that fucking network? Oh, I don't have normal cable anymore, so I don't remember the fucking the one network that is literally like a trash show factory. Hold on. Fuck. The CW? I think it is. Yeah, CW. Um, he watches like all of those super terrible superhero shows on CW, even though like he'll like self out himself by saying like, oh yeah, this show is fucking trash, but I still watch it. But yeah, like I'll be like, dude, go watch this show so I have somebody to talk to about, insert show, and I'll be like, yeah, I'll get to it eventually. Yeah, same Bill. Like, dude, Amazon is just so useful. Between like, you know, stuff on Twitch, free shit that you get for games, them literally giving you free games, the fucking Prime deliveries and Prime discounts and like all this other shit, and then on top of it also being um, a a movie platform with, not only like their own created shit, but like a lot of like really good like documentaries, and like some of their movies are kind of usually older and not really that great, but still, right? Like the amount of shit that you get for a Prime sub is easily worth it. I think The Boys is amazing, but man, it's just so fucking dark that like I'm having trouble watching it. Like I couldn't finish it. I haven't finished the last season. I think I gave up towards like I think I had 2 more episodes to go through, and dude, it bugged me so much that like the bad guys literally never get their fucking karma. Like it like wears me down emotionally to watch any show where like the bad guy just constantly shits on people without consequence.
227 Heavy. Salt Lake Center Pathfinder 227 Heavy Flight Level 370.
So yeah, it like I think The Boys is great, dude. The first season is fucking pure gold, but like I don't know if I can handle like more like season 3 being even darker and more fucked up, and just it being a never-ending like man, these bad guys just fuck up everything and never have to pay for it. Like, it's gonna be really hard. I know I'm gonna get forced to watch it though because MoveSpeed will be like, dude, new season. I mean, I might try to get through it again at some point. I just, man, it's so hard. Like watching Homelander just never have any consequence. Watching fucking the new fucking chick, I can't remember her fucking name. The Nazi bitch. And you're like, holy fuck, dude, please, can poor little fucking nerdy dude hooking up with fucking Starlight just catch a fucking break, Huey or whatever? Like, fuck. Orville's great. I really like Orville. I wish it was more consistent, and I wish Seth MacFarlane would stop fucking people on his show, so that we didn't have to fucking lose some of the cast and stuff. That would be great. That'd be awesome. Seth, go ahead and try dating outside of your employee pool. No problem, Grog. You have a great one, man. But yeah, I feel like we've been waiting for a new season of Orville for like fucking ever. Yeah, the original security officer from the first season, I can't remember what her fucking name is, but Seth and her were hooking up, and when they broke up is when she left the show. What service is that from Best Buy that's $200 a year? Oh no, I'm not saying I blame him, but like I feel like if you're running a show, you probably shouldn't be fucking your cast members, right? Like just because of literally what happened, right? Like it adds that element of like, oh, let's say this relationship doesn't work out and suddenly like it's going to be like a toxic shitty work environment for both of you, and you know, at that point like when you risk the cast members being so like not wanting to be around you that they leave and like fuck the show over for the fans, like I feel like you're kind of a dick for doing that, right? Like if you're creating a show, you should respect your fans enough to be like, hey, I'm not gonna risk fucking ruining the show just to get my dick wet. Like, don't get me wrong, I totally agree with you. Like, she hands down the hottest fucking chick on that show in my opinion. But yeah, like it's kind of a dick move, Seth. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Is it PP Ramirez or Pippi? I'm gonna go with Ramirez till you clarify. I'm assuming it's Pippi, right? Pippi Ramirez. That sounds probably more likely. But yeah, 100%, right? Like you don't fuck with that. That should be like common sense for any job, really. Like don't fuck your coworkers, because then unless you literally end up being that unicorn that ends up marrying them, and like everything's great, like you're just setting yourself up for a really awkward work environment. At best case scenario, awkward. Okay, Pippi. All right, I got you. We good. Oh, that's weird. Why? Why the fuck would I want a 200 a year membership for a shop? Like, it would have to be insane discounts. Maybe I need to look into that though, because I do need to order all new appliances. So,
135.6 for Pathfinder 227 Heavy.
if it's like
Denver Center Pathfinder
crazy good discounts
227
on
Heavy flight level
like shopping,
370.
then maybe. But it would have to be something like really worth it. Yeah, me too. Oh man, my kids will never know how good they had it. Like having so many things to watch growing up. I feel like when I was a kid, your options for shows were so little. Right? It's funny because like I think of like shows I used to watch as a kid, and it was always like, um, God, how old would I have been? Like 8 through 11 or whatever. Like waking up and like eating breakfast and like watching whatever just happened to be on TV. Which man, it seems like it was always fucking Sailor Moon in the morning. At least for like the time slot when I would wake up and have to go to school, it was always Sailor Moon. And I'm like, why? Fucking why? I think Pokemon came on after Sailor Moon, but by the time Pokemon came on, we were basically going out the door. That was really like the only shows I got to watch as a kid. It's like whatever happened to be playing for like morning cartoons, and then when I finally like convinced my mom to let us watch The Simpsons in the evening, and those were like the closest I had to like kid shows. And nowadays my kids are like, here I am with my iPad and just unlimited access to billions of fucking shows on the internet. Oh geez, my life is so hard. Dude, these people are pissed at me. Holy shit, 77% satisfaction rating. God damn. Oh, I guess we had like Ren and Stimpy and some other stuff like on Nickelodeon. What was it? Oh god. I'm trying to think of the fucking name of it. Like Doug or whatever? I don't remember what the show was called. Pinky and the Brain. Yep. Shit like that, man. Yeah, same. Same thing, man. It's so hard to think back and remember that shit. Yeah, that would be fucking horrible. All you have is books and you don't know how to read. That would be fucking terrible. I mean, honestly, like I spent a lot of time as a kid reading because like I always lived kind of like rural, so like it wasn't like we could get cable anyways. So everything was like antenna shows, and like we didn't get really good reception where I always ended up living. So like I would spend a ton of time just reading. Like my mom would go to like the city library and rent, or like not rent, but like check out um, Godzilla VHSs and stuff like that, and bring them back for me to watch. Me as like, I think I was like 6 or 7, and just terrified as fuck because she would like drop movies off or drop me in like a stack of fucking Godzilla movies off with my grandpa and grandma, and then go to work or whatever. And I'd be sitting there watching all these like at late at night by myself and looking out the window like, where the fuck is Godzilla? What if he's coming? Or 160? 160 out. Nice. Alright. Departure arrivals. Back. Arrival. Are now 23. So we'll see what happens. I don't think I've ever seen that. I had to look it up. Oh, 69 to 70? That's probably partly why. Alright. Hmm. I'll have to YouTube that shit. I'm curious to see what it was like. 17 minutes. We are not gonna make that. Ah, shit. Yeah, yeah, the main character looks creepy as fuck. Speed here. 83. Hmm. Oh god, ATC being broke. I'm not gonna fucking. I don't remember if the co-pilot reads back the approach. Okay, so it wasn't a Euro show. Got you. It's just way before my time. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look it up because the thumbnails for it look terrifying. Like I probably like if I saw that as a kid, I feel like compared to like what I'm used to as like kid shows, they probably would have given me fucking nightmares. Yeah, this bitch better start giving me fucking vectors down. I think I can check it in here. Yeah, we're coming right up on top of descent. Oops. Oh yeah, yeah, I am sure. Fairy tales for sure. Oh god. Yeah, all this just sounds like nightmare fuel for me, Bill. I don't know. I mean, I was a kid in the late 80s,
Descend
early
and maintain
90s,
flight
but
level tree. 10 Pathfinder 227 Heavy.
The shit you were watching seems like fucking some nightmare fuel. Alright, down to 3, 1. Three. There we go. Oh, let's go ahead and dim out. Swoop. Giggle Snort Hotel. Jesus Christ, man. My version of like weird clay animation shows is like Gumby, and you're over here with Giggle Snort Hotel. That doesn't at all sound creepy. Even Gumby was weird though. That shit was different. Expected arrival 31 minutes. We might make that. If God is good. And so is the ATC. We'll see. I feel kind of bad. I feel like kid shows, at least compared to like when I was a kid, and I'm sure older people than me feel probably the same way.
Flight level 230
Like kid shows
Pathfinder
nowadays are
227
just
heavy.
garbage compared to what we had. I feel for my poor little tiny babies. I feel like TV in general is kind of sloped down. Oh, Barney. I had to think of it. I was trying to think dinosaur guy. Um, yeah, Animaniacs. Fucking Barney though. God damn, man. Yeah, my stepbrother, who was like a good bit younger than me, he used to watch the crap out of that.
The flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please return to your seat and fasten your seatbelt.
Yeah, I mean, it's so hard. Like,
The flight crew has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You can now get up and move around the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when seated in case of unexpected turbulence.
No, I'm pretty sure the seatbelt sign is still on, sweetheart. Um, it's so hard trying to explain to my kids like what it was like when I was a kid because technology is just fucking insane compared to like what we had for like. I mean, I'm sure there were like big differences from like the
Descend and
70s and
maintain
80s,
11,000
but
feet. Pathfinder 227 Heavy.
I feel like from the mid 90s onwards, technology just kept fucking compounding on itself to the point that like it's not even they can't even fathom it, you know? Like I'll try to explain to them what like life was like when I was their age and like they literally can't even comprehend it. Slow this down a little bit. I think it depends on like where you're raised, you know? Like I had a totally different lifestyle available to me as a kid because I grew up either on a lake or on a farm. And like my kids just didn't. Partly because of the military, but also just after the military their mom didn't want to live like rural. She wanted to live like in the fancy town so she could like social status with the other moms and stuff and like so like it just depends, I guess.
127.905 for Pathfinder 227 Heavy. Denver Center Pathfinder 227 Heavy is passing flight level 225 descending 11,000 feet.
I mean, I definitely think it's better, right? I feel like you grow up more rounded that way. But I don't think that everybody has that option is kind of probably part of the issue, right? Like it really depends on like how your parents live and like where they live and stuff like that. Yeah, honestly, I don't know how to really justify this, right? Because like when I was a kid, my parents never fucking watched me. Like me and my brother would just go off and do whatever the fuck we wanted to do, right? Like whether it was like going over to friends' houses, going out on the lake, going out in the woods and shooting shit with the fucking pellet guns and stuff like that, right? Um, and then I like think about my kids doing that, and I don't think I would. I don't think I would let them, right? And I don't really know why. Like I can't really explain it, but like I'm a hardcore helicopter parent. Like I'm always like worried about like what my kids are doing and where they're going and like what could happen to them and shit like that. And my parents just weren't like that. Like I had a completely different childhood than mine. What in the Sam fuck is going on here? Alright, legs, BFF, cup C, honey, runway 23, holding at Jesby? Hold it, Puri. Man, I feel like Sim Brief has been really weird lately. Like it's not importing like a proper approach. I don't know like what changed because I used to never have an issue with this, and lately it's just been really weird. Hmm. Yeah, same thing. Um, like we either played on like the NES or the fucking Sega, or watched some show together, or we were out doing really dumb stuff. Yeah, no, for sure, Bill. Like, I mean, I'm sure my parents hated me for it, and I would say I would strangle my kids if they did this, but I don't really have to worry about it because they have their own computers to ruin. But like when I was a kid, man, like I was basically taking apart my parents' computers and like fucking with stuff and like learning how to fucking basically break
We
them
have
and
begun
have to
our
fix
final
them.
descent into Nebraska. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong on that. Yep. Slow down. Ah. Okay. Yeah, no,
Descend and
you're
maintain
not wrong.
6,600 feet Pathfinder 227 Heavy.
Oh man, I'm not even sure what my first properly like store-bought game was. I think it was Doom. At least on like a proper like Windows computer was Doom. Before that, like we were playing like old giant fucking 1-inch floppy games and random shit like that. I can't even think of what the name of those games were. Um, but yeah, my first like proper fucking game was Doom.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect RNAV runway 23 approach via COBS transition cleared to COBS Pathfinder 227 Heavy. Pathfinder 227 Heavy runway in sight. Pathfinder 227 Heavy. Kilo Bravo Foxtrot traffic Pathfinder 227 Heavy 6 miles east inbound RNAV runway 23.
See what kind of weird shit the autopilot's gonna do today. Every day an adventure. Yeah, even when I was a kid in school, like nobody played computer games. Um, you were always like weird for playing computer games. I think that's one of the things that like I kind of hate about being born in the generation that I was is it wasn't like socially common to do that kind of stuff until like by the time I was in like my late teens. Then like gaming was kind of like getting mainstream. Back then you played football or you played basketball, and that was pretty much it, right? Oh, I'm scared. Let's see what's gonna happen. Half the time I turn this shit on and it fucking nosedives into the fucking ground. Yeah,
Kilo
consoles
Bravo
were a little
Foxtrot,
bit more
Foxtrot,
common,
traffic Pathfinder, 227 Heavy 10 miles, northeast
but
inbound
definitely not
Arnav
PC
runway
games.
23.
Down. Going Elmav. Oh man, that's funny. No problem, Pippi. You have a great night, man. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, this thing's fucked. Ah, God damn it. Every fucking time.
Kilo Bravo Foxtrot, Foxtrot, traffic Pathfinder, 227 Heavy 6 miles, east inbound Arnav runway 23.
Alright, autopilot, if I give you back, are you gonna fucking actually lock or are you gonna fucking be dumb? I'm pretty sure you're gonna be dumb. 'Cause it doesn't look like SimBrief imported this shit at all. Do I?
Wind
I got it
90
pushing
at
on.
3 knots.
Oh, that would have been good. It's a tailwind. Man, SimBrief, you're on point tonight. Holy shit.
Landing time logged. Airborne again. Landing time logged.
Let's never talk about this, okay, guys? That was embarrassing.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Nebraska. The local time is 10:57
Yeah, that was
p.m.
I
and it's
should have
currently
taken it
about
as soon as I
61
got like near
degrees
the approach.
Fahrenheit. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins, as items may have been shifted during the flight. If this is your final destination, we thank you for flying with us. If you're making a connection, we encourage you to check your itinerary to ensure a smooth continuation of your journey.
Kilo Bravo Foxtrot, Foxtrot, Traffic Pathfinder, 227 Heavy, is clear of the runway. Kilo Bravo Foxtrot, Foxtrot, Traffic Pathfinder, 227 Heavy, is taxiing to runway 23.
Hmm, All right then. Well, that was an embarrassing conclusion to that flight. I really need to redo all these FBOs. They're all at like way too small at airports for handling liners. Originally, I set all my FBOs up and on air to do like regional jets, and then I just got to a point where I was flying proper liners instead, and I never fucking reevaluated what size airports I was flying into. Brakes are like killing me lately. Holy shit. Alright. Idle.
Engine off time logged. Flight is finished. It has been monitored by on air.
Yeah, it was that was really small. At least for especially for like doing freight, cuz you're pretty much loaded up near maximum takeoff weight. Yeah, that was I need to I need to go through the on-air map and find a better routing setup. I did when I first got this computer, but I haven't done VR since, unfortunately. I would love to do it again. When I first got this computer, the motherboard that I had a big issue with being able to run like multiple USBs and stuff, and it would essentially like drop all my peripherals just randomly. Yeah, I was surprised. I was surprised I got away with that landing. That was not. That was not good. I was very embarrassed for that landing. Much shame. I mean, that was a good part. Like, my landing was not great. I should have like gone further back and come around instead of trying to like eat the autopilot's approach, because it was all fucked up. But so it's definitely partly my fault. But I've been having like so many issues with SimBrief lately. Not doing a proper like approach in. Oh, it already cleared it behind me. So like now I'm having to like literally go in and properly input the approaches instead, which is just kind of like irritating because it kind of defeats the whole purpose of using SimBrief. Get off my plane, people! Alright, where are we? Montana? Kilo Bravo Fox Fox. So, move this over and switch screens real quick. If I can get this to fit. There we go. Alright. So, Kilo Bravo Fox Fox 2. Baby pay. What? Hmm. Choose. Calculator before I fuck up and screw myself here. Oh, calculator. 15 and 4. Yeah, we can take all three of those, so that kind of helps a little bit. We should ferry him down to Detroit. We broke. Ouch, that hurt. I took a break from flying and forgot that I had 2 pending jobs. That whole fucking flight literally just paid for my goddamn penalties. No problem, man. You have a great night, dude. I'll see you later. Flight is finished. End flight. Notable events. Departure delay for unspecified reason. My bad. And hard landing. Oops. Sorry, friend. Let's see here. Let's take those 3 jobs, and we should be able to make it into Detroit tonight before I pass out. Hopefully. So Kilo, Bravo, Fox, Fox. And we're going to take all 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. I think when I get back to Detroit, I'm going to redo these FBOs. I'll keep the ones here in Michigan just for my regional network that kind of like flies basically the Great Lakes, more or less. Um, but I think I'm going to go through and redo all of these because with flying the actual liners, I shouldn't be taking anything short of a size 5. I don't have a fucking FBO in Fairbanks. That's weird. I thought I did. Hmm. Shit's just too small. Let's see here. Swap this out. Or even Casper. That would work. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some work on this if I'm gonna keep using this app. Oh well. So apron work time is probably gonna be still 12 minutes, and then loading this is probably gonna be a hot minute too. So let's see here, sim brief. Typing is hard. Yeah. Box to KDTW, motherfucker. You're taking the 777 freight. Oh, let's see here. Our weight was what? 186. It's back to kilograms again? Yes, it is, you fucker. 186. God damn it, I hate when it does that. Seven to round up. Passengers are going to be 0. I think we're good. All right, let's see here. Nine again. All right, back to main menu real quick, and I'm gonna try to manually set this time. Ugh, and pray to fuck it actually does what I want it to do this time. Ooh, new stuff, new things. How is that new? That's been on here, hasn't it? Or was it the 200 that was on here? Ah, it was the 200. That would be nice, but I already have the 8, so eh. Alright, so alright, don't you fuck me this time, you little bastard. Um, yeah, we're gonna start on the runway, fuck that. I don't feel like taxiing around this little tiny airport. Oh, it's a little baby strip. What if that's 75? Oh, that is. Hmm. God, Bishop's really the closest thing. Fuck me. I'm trying to find a decent sized airport around here that would be half near me to start working on my PPL. There's just fucking fuck all out here. Like a dead zone. I literally would have to go down to Flint. I just fucking hate driving through here. This whole stretch is just always fucking cluttered with fucking construction. And people drive retarded as fuck out here because they're always trying to get to the fucking Ford plant. Or not Ford, GM plant. Wonder how recent this satellite capture is. It's not be that recent because this parking lot is literally packed to the fucking gills with what do you call it? New GMC Super Duties. Because they're pushing them out of the factory and storing them here. And let's see here. That's 75, right? Yeah. That other field. Morris. I think that's Clio. I think it's over here. It's just literally just parked brand new fucking cars that can't fucking move because they don't have the fucking chips for them. I think GM's paying Bishop something like, oh god, I don't even remember, some odd million to fucking to store their fucking trucks here because they can't do anything with them because none of them have fucking chips. Hmm. All right, so this shit's set. I think we're still waiting on apron work. Yeah, they're literally paying millions just to park their fucking trucks there and to have them rot. And not to mention like paying people for security to fucking babysit them. But there's nothing they can do. Like they keep making them because they're like, oh well, eventually we'll get the fucking chips for them, right? Just like blurred out. Human. No. Wow. I'm kind of surprised they had that much detail on this. Is then I'm trying to think of where the yeah. No, I was gonna say I'm trying to think if they scrubbed this, but it doesn't look like it. I didn't think that they. Maybe it's Google. I didn't think they were supposed to show military airports like that, but maybe not. I don't know. Hmm, weird. Let me think here. There's Bliss. El Paso, where are you at? I can never fucking find it on here without seeing the Chihuahua? Chihuahua? Where are you at? Chihuahua Juarez? Without seeing like the state lines and stuff, I can never fucking find them. So, and that's Biggs. Nope. I was kind of curious, like, because the one Selfridge up in Michigan is an Air National Guard base, so it's like, oh, I wonder if they're showing them um, on like a legit active duty base, or if they filter that out. But nope, sure don't. That's crazy. Huh. Welcome to hell. Fucking hated my life out here. It's such a fucking shithole. Guys, we're building you your own brand new fucking areas. It was literally like living in Kuwait. Just desert. Everywhere is shitty desert. Alright. That's good. Validate, validate, validate. Block fuel is 59. Import sim brief. Right. Validate fuel and payload. I never I never really spent a lot of time in Chicago. I had an aunt that lived in Chicago. Um, but we only visited her every now and then. I think like my most experience with Chicago is just flying in and out of Chicago. It's like a layover. It's just so busy. It's way too busy out there for me. Like the few times I've driven through Illinois, I'm like, nah. Chicago and Ohio both, man. I hated driving through those. And the cops are fucking assholes. Holy shit, they're so fucking anal. I guess like knowing to not go through like downtown is a huge part of it. When you're not familiar with the area and you end up accidentally driving through downtown, it's like,
Columbus
oh,
Radio Pathfinder 227 Heavy
kind of
ready
fucked
to
that up.
copy IFR clearance to Detroit Metro. Pathfinder 227 Heavy cleared to Detroit Metro Airport as filed. Climb and maintain 11,000 feet. Departure is 127.9 or 5, squawk 4235. Clearance point 30 minutes from now.
Ooh, 30 minutes. Uh-oh. Okay, maybe starting. 35. Good. And now we wait. Oh, let's try and fix any discontinuities now. So fucking with it later. Ah, piece of shit. Alright, that's good. Index is not 100. Let's see here. 121. Hmm. Hmm. Alright, back to lakes. Let's see here. It did. It actually set me for flight level 10,000 the whole way. How the fuck did that happen? What the fuck, man? That's crazy. Huh. Alrighty then. I guess. So weird. Hmm. There we go. I'll take that. Fucking flight level 10. Get the fuck out. Oh, really? Damn. Yeah, I've never really like paid attention to how Chicago's laid out, so maybe that's it. Because even like Detroit and stuff, like it's busy, but it's not like downtown Detroit is just like this kind of like little area, and then like you have like all the offshoots around Detroit. It's not like crazy fucking insane packed everywhere. And it's really easy to just kind of like skirt Detroit or go around it or whatever. So we're just waiting for apron work to finish. I can handle suburbs, right? Like suburbs isn't bad. Um, it's still kind of crowded for me. Like I like being kind of in the country, but suburbs isn't the worst, right? But like in the city, like I don't know how people do it. I couldn't handle it. Like whenever I have to go like downtown Detroit, man, it's like anxiety, non-stop anxiety. Just the way people drive and like how fucking crowded it is. I can't handle it. I think the people make it worse than like the fact that like it's a city, right? It's just the way people are like hyper aggressive drivers and like reckless as fuck and just crowded to no end, and the traffic just being miserable and taking forever to go anywhere. Like I just can't do it. It's too much for me. And I mean like maybe part of that is, having grown up in the country, right? But like man, even though like I would say I kind of have acclimated from like country life because I haven't like really lived in the country in a long time, except for like now that we're moving back out into the country. So like even living on like military bases and stuff that are never in the country, I still hate fucking everything about being like in cities. Like when you just I don't know, man, it's just horrible. Yeah, and parking in town, like holy fuck, man. I think the only time that like I could really tolerate quote unquote city, um, like I guess commuting you would call it, is when I was stationed in Hawaii and like going downtown Honolulu and stuff. But it wasn't even like it wasn't because it was Honolulu or Hawaii or whatever. It was because um when I lived in Hawaii, I pretty much just rode a motorcycle everywhere, and you can kind of just skip your way through fucking traffic. Um, and that kind of made it tolerable. But like in a car, there's no way. Yeah, but I guess it probably wouldn't be bad if you didn't have a car and like you lived in town enough to where like you could kind of just walk to everything and you didn't ever need to like really deal with downtown traffic. I have to say since I started using this program and before a recent patch, there was a way to kind of like cheese loading these to where it took instead of like 30 minutes, it would take like 5 minutes, and it was kind of tolerable. Um, and then the On Air developers changed it to where it's fucking a miserable fucking 27 minutes to fucking load a full pallet load of cargo and shit. And having to wait, the 27 minutes for loading times really got me thinking about how Star Citizen and Chris wants to do like real cargo loading or whatever. And I'm like, this is shitty. Like, this isn't fun at all. I don't know how the fuck like people are celebrating the idea of spending, 30 minutes to hours loading cargo ships in that game. Like, this would not be a fun gameplay mechanic. Like, if I wasn't streaming, normally I'll start loading cargo and I'll get up and go do other shit around the house. Like, I'd go start the laundry or do the dishes or something like that. But like streaming this is fucking painful. And I can't imagine for like Star Citizen streamers having to fucking having to sit there while their Hull C is getting loaded, or not even a Hull C, even like something big like a fucking Hercules or a Caterpillar once they actually switch over to like real time loading. That's gonna be real fun to watch people go through that. Yeah, it's hella immersive, man. I fucking ugh. My immersion boner is so big it's fucking poking its way through my belly button and coming out of my fucking nose. Like I don't know what he's thinking trying to push that as a mechanic. It's not gonna like fuck man. I hope there's some kind of like pay credits to fucking skip it or I don't know something man cuz this would not be enjoyable. Oh fuck Bill. That's a good one, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hard pass on that immersion. Um, God, dude, can you imagine for the poor crews that are sitting out there? Like, I'd imagine they have to have to stay on the boat, right? Like, fuck me, that would be so miserable. Like, I remember when Heather and I went on our cruise, not last year, but the year before, 2019, before COVID. Like we went to all these different destinations down in like the Bahamas or whatever, or Caribbean. Um, and I kept thinking like, man, I'd rather just sit on the boat and like fucking drink and chill and stuff. And I could do that like if there was some scenario where the boat got stuck and we had to just sit on the boat for like a fucking, week or 2 weeks for no reason, just kind of chilling. I'd be all about that, but man, being like a crewman on an actual like cargo container ship and having to sit there for fucking weeks, like fucking kill me. I'd probably be hopping out and swimming for sure. Oh, for sure, right? I mean, just with how many ships are out there, what it's in like the 70s or some shit now, isn't it? Like it's an absurd, essentially like an armada of cargo ships out there. When you consider the amount of crew that are on them, by odds of probability, there has to be at least one guy out there who's like, all right, well, I'm pretty much done. Just one more job, one more job, and I'm done. And now he's fucking just out there rotting. Yeah, fuck, man. I feel bad for those guys. That has to be fucking horrible. There's no way they're getting paid enough for that. Yeah, yeah, exactly, right? Like your life is literally just in suspension while everything else that you have to take care of and manage and whatnot is continuing to go. Yeah, that would be fucking terrible, man. I definitely feel for those dudes. Yeah, no matter how much they're getting paid, there's no way it's enough. All right, 6 minutes out, we can start doing checklist. Yep. See if I fuck it up this time. Right, battery switch is on. Standby power selector does not occur in this particular airframe. External power is not available. APU is on. On fuel pumps. Boop, 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 boop. On beacon. On. Alright. We do not have pushback, I don't believe, so let's go ahead and throttle levers are at idle. Starter. Monitor. Yeah, that's pretty much a perfect perfect storm for a country song right there, man. Spinning. Remember to turn the APU off this time. Jesus, really? I thought it was just the West Coast. I didn't realize the East Coast was getting it too. That's crazy, man. Talk about a shitty deal. Fuck. Good on one. Let's go ahead and start two. Cut off to run. Yeah, I had no idea it was that widespread. I thought it was just something going on like, what was it, Los Angeles or whatever? Yeah, I can't imagine that they can't get labor, right? Like, you would think that they have decent pay enough to attract workers even despite COVID. That's kind of crazy. And I would imagine those are union jobs too, so I mean, fuck. It's got to be decent benefits. If it is in fact union. I'm just kind of assuming that it would be like dock workers union or something like that. And we're good there. Check, check, check. After engine, APU off and lights on. Off. And lights on. Checklist complete. I'm gonna start taxiing.